Okay, I'm going to share with you a little bit about how to create a museum box for your personal project. So the first thing you'll need to do is go to museumbox.e2bn.org. This is the website address of Museum Box, and when you get there you should see a page that looks like this. Now, Museum Box website tends to load very slowly, so you'll need to be very patient each time that you're doing this. I happen to be recording on my MacBook, so my internet page may look a little bit different than yours, and my pictures are going to be in a different place from yours. So I'm going to show you what it looks like here, and then I'll hopefully get a chance to show you in your lesson as well. So we've gone to museumbox.e2bn.org, and now we're going to click on Start. And when you click on Start, the page should load. It takes a few minutes, and it can. This is the empty museum box, and right now it's not saved. So one of the things that we're going to do is save it. But before we save it, we want to set it up. Right now, it's a museum box that has 8 cubes and 3 layers of those cubes. So that is a lot of things. That's way too many things to share for our project. So the first thing we're going to do is go down and change the box. Now in the Change Box menu, you can choose your number of layers. For our research projects, we are just going to have 1 layer. Then you get to choose your number of cubes. Most of you will just need 1 cube. If that isn't enough, if 6 sides of the cube are not enough to tell your story, you may choose a box with 2 cubes and then use some of the sides on the other cube to continue your story. But I'm just going to make one with 1 cube today. For today, just make one with 1 cube. Then you do get some choices. You may color your box. See how it's shading the outside of the box here? Yellow, or you can give it a texture like wood or a texture like metal. Then the cubes, you can make brown like wood or silver like their metal. So you should have 1 layer and 1 cube, and then you're going to click Change Box. And now you can see my box just has 1 layer and 1 cube, and that's all it has. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and give my museum box a title. This title should be your subject and the word by, and then your first name and last initial. Please do not put your whole last name, only your last initial on this part. After you get your box set and you've given it a title, you're going to click Save. Now when you click Save, it's going to ask you to log in, but you do not have a login name and password yet. You need to click the button that says Join for Free. When you click that button, it's going to ask you what your login name is. My login name is going to be TLD4155. Okay? My initials and my student ID number, just like your regular login name. And then you have to set your password. Your password should be the same as your school password. And then click your password again and type in your password again. And then this part is really important. You have to find our school on this list. The easiest way to do it is in this white box to type Lakeside. When you type Lakeside, a bunch of Lakeside schools will come up. You need to choose Lakeside Elementary Coppell. That's your school. And then you click Join Museum Box. It is asking me to enter my document details. So it's Penguins by Tony D. Again, do not use your last name here, just your initial. And then click Save. Now my box is saved, but every time I make a change to it, I need to make sure and save again. Right now I am logged into Museum Box. If I exit Museum Box, it's going to ask, do you want to save your changes? Well, I already saved them, so I'm good. So I'm going to click Exit. Then the next time I come back to Museum Box, I'm going to go to museumbox.e2bn.org, and I'm going to click on Start. But this time I don't need to create my box again. I need to load a box. So I'm going to click load. I'm going to put in my username and password and log in. Then it's going to ask me to wait, and then I can choose which box I want to load. So you could create more than one box with this program. I'm going to choose Penguins by Tony D and click load. Here's my box again that I can work on. So the first time you save it, you have to create your account. But after that, you just load the one you already made and you just log into your account that you created. Alright, now we're ready to get started with the actual cube. When I click the cube, it opens up so I can see all 6 parts and I can see where the caption goes. It also has a place for a cube title, but the cube title doesn't matter because our presentation has a whole title to itself. So we're not going to do a cube title. We are going to do some pictures and captions. So what I really want to do next is go into images. Now in images there are some pictures here you can use, and these are okay to use. So if you see something in here out of these 2,601 pictures that will work for you, you're welcome to use them. I'm going to go ahead and search the gallery for penguin and see if anything comes up. Look, there are already some pictures of penguins in here I can use. Now I don't have to, but if one of these penguins is better than the one I already got, I'm welcome to use it. It even has 2 pages here. If I click on next, there are more penguins. So this is one more place you can get images that you can use, and it's okay. It's not against the law to use these. So if I want to use this one, I can click it. It's going to show me what it looks like. And what I really want to do here is add it to my drawer. See how this says add to drawer? It's kind of like I'm gathering all my things in one place. So I'm added that picture to my drawer. And then maybe I'm going to want this picture. And I'm going to add it to my drawer. So I'm creating a drawer of pictures that I can use in on my cube. This is in the E2BN gallery, but I have images that I saved. So I'm going to click on your images because I want to get my own pictures. And the way we get them into this program is we have to upload them. Upload them means take them off of your H drive and put them up into this program. So I'm going to click upload, and then it's asking me to choose an image to upload, and I need to click on browse. This is where your computer will look a little different than mine. You're going to have to go over to the left side and click on computer, and then double click your H drive and then find your pictures. I saved my penguin pictures on my MacBook on the desktop instead of the H drive. So here's a picture of penguin swimming. I'm going to click it and then click open. Now it says the file name here, and I click on upload. This upload part can take a few minutes, but it should eventually pop over so that you can see your picture here. Then you can upload another picture. Go to browse, click on computer and H drive, find another picture that's yours that you want to use and open it and upload that. I think it's easier to upload all of your photos that you're going to use before you start adding them to the drawer. So I'm going to go ahead and upload one more. Here's my penguin group picture, and I'm going to go ahead and upload that one. Now I can get these pictures and add them to my drawer. When I click a picture, it shows the bigger image, and then I click add to drawer. Notice if I go back to that picture, add to drawer is not a choice. It's not green, it's all gray because I've already put that picture in the drawer. I'm going to go to penguin group and I'm going to add that to my drawer. I'm going to go to penguin baby and I'm going to add that to my drawer. Alright, now I've got all of these things in here. I can close the images box. This takes me back to my cube. And look what I have over here on the left side. I have my drawer. If I open my drawer, you should see the picture I found here in the E2BN gallery. and the other picture I found in the E2BN gallery, and then the 3 pictures I uploaded myself. These are all in my drawer. The front of the cube should be your title page or your title slide. So you need to think of a picture or find a picture that would be good for a title. I think this one of the penguin kind of flapping its wings is pretty cute. So I'm going to click it, and then I'm going to click Add to Cube. That puts the picture on my cube. Okay, now this drawer is in my way because I'm ready to type a caption. So I'm going to close the drawer by clicking the X. Now that the drawer is over here and out of the way, I'm going to add a caption. The caption should be the title, Penguins, by, and your first name and last initial. Again, this is on the internet, so we never use our full name. Always just your first name and last initial. Okay, so that's my caption. If I click OK, it's going to just close the cube. So I actually don't want to do that. I want to keep working. But if you've done something especially difficult, you may want to close the cube and then save it. It's called Penguins by Tony D. I'm just going to click Save, and then after that's done, I can click the cube to open it again. Now I need to go to the next side of my cube. I like to spin it to the right each time, and then spin the top and bottom, and then return to the title page. So I'm going to go ahead and find a picture for the right side. So I'm going to go back to my drawer. I'm going to choose the picture I want, and I'm going to add it to the cube. I'm going to close the drawer and add a caption. I'm just going to make my caption swimming. I do need to spell it correctly. And captions are kind of like titles, so I think it's appropriate to capitalize your caption. Swimming. That's all it's going to say. Remember, during the presentation, I'm going to come up with the words that I'm going to say. You don't have to know those today. You just need to know what you want to talk about. So I want to talk about penguin swimming. Okay, then I can go to the back of the cube, open the drawer, put in a picture, close the drawer, add a caption. I'm going to make this caption sand or ice. This penguin happens to live in Africa where it's sandy, so it's not necessarily a frozen ground that this kind of penguin lives in, and so that may be something I learned about, so I can go ahead and put that on there. Okay, today you're probably not going to finish your cube and get all 6 sides done. Some of you might, but the website runs pretty slow, so it's not going to go as fast for you as it did for me. The more people that are using it at one time, the slower it seems to go. Hopefully it won't be too bad for us, but you're just going to have to be patient and try your best to get a couple done. Today your goal should be to change your box, and make it a 1-layer box with 1 cube in it. Then save that box, and remember when you click on save the first time, it's going to ask you to create your account. Then your job is to try to get 2 parts of your cube done. Try to get your front and at least 1 side finished. When you're done with that, make sure you save again, and then you can exit. Now one more thing I want to show you, which you're not going to do today, is this submit button. When your cube is completely finished and you are going to use Museum Box for your presentation, then you have to hit the submit button and turn it in. This cube is not finished, so I'm not going to do it. But if I was, I would click this and it says, do you really sure you want to do this? Either not yet or submit my box. If you're really done and this is what you're going to use for your presentation, click submit my box. We're not going to do that today. You're going to do that on another time. And for those of you who choose PowerPoint, you're not going to submit a box ever. You'll have a box that you work on just for learning it today, but then you're never going to submit one. Only people who are going to use Museum Box for their presentation are going to hit submit. Okay, you'll see a lot of other options down here in Museum Box. For this project, we're only doing images with captions, that's all. For other projects, you may want to try some of these other things, but not for this project. For this project, we're just doing a cube, 1 cube, 6 sides, and each side gets a caption. The front cube should be your title slide, your first place, and then you can always use this picture again in your presentation if you need to use it again. But pick one that's a nice, interesting picture for us to see first. And remember, you don't submit unless you're all done and you're ready. It's ready for your presentation. All right, when that's all done, you can click on Exit. It'll say, do you want to save? If you haven't done that, make sure you do. And then when you click on Exit the next time, don't click on Save again, or else you'll just keep looping and looping. Instead, click on Exit. That'll take you back to the museumbox.e2bn.org homepage. Then next time you want to come work on your box, you click on Start. You wait for it to load. You click on Load, and you log in with your information that you picked.